same picture in a place where millions of people can see. Twitter was freaking out about Azur Lane. The tourists complained about a game they never played, but the company ain't complaining. They've now gained more followers and attention to their game, with the tweet getting over 30 million views. But here's the thing, I'm a bit of a tourist myself. Even though I have no experience with the game, honestly, any gacha games, I'll show you how simple it is to be normal and in effect, how to spot a tourist. Me when I put 2 water balloons on my shirt. This was basically my initial reaction because let's face it, there's quite a lot of spillage here and no matter how you look at it, it is wild. They got the pronouns, rainbow flag. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with this take, but as we'll see later, there's something about a certain demographic having the most delusional out-of-pocket takes. There's definitely a pattern. Alright, here we go.
Stop sexualizing my culture for your weird-ass sexual fantasies, please, and thank you. Go F yourself.
Man, shut your mouth up. Apparently this person is like Brazilian or half Japanese, or it doesn't really matter what they are. They could be full Japanese. This take's still wild because who are you to dictate the direction of an entire culture? To show how delusional these people are, all you gotta do is search the name of the character, Kashino, in Japanese, and you'll see pretty much the expected response. You know, lewd fan art and whatnot. But one thing you won't see is this absolute freak out and this controversy coming from only in the West. You have to wonder why. As a fellow tourist myself, I learned quite a few things. So apparently Azur Lane is a gacha game where you collect ship girls. You know, like cat girls, except they're ships, like the boats that sail on the seas. Yeah, I don't know. And apparently the character design in general is the bigger the ship, the bigger the girl. And Kashino is supposed to be this like giant supply ship that carries things for other ships, so she's gonna be quite big. Basically, don't expect any form of realism in this. Alright, take a look at what I just found out. So apparently it's the game's 6th anniversary, and to celebrate, well, how would these people react if they find out they go to Japan and this game is being advertised with the same picture in a place where millions of people can see? How would they react as an actual tourist? I should have recorded this earlier because people are deleting their posts or privating them left and right, but basically this one's talking about the male gaze. And in all caps, get this poor girl a bra and underwear and breast reduction surgery. And then later on they're like, WTF is an ecchi. If you don't know what an ecchi is, then not only are you just a tourist, like a straight up tourist, but you shouldn't be seeing this post, let alone commenting on it. And in fact, you shouldn't even be on this app because apparently they are 15 years old, which they put themselves in their bio. And after people called them out on it and they got cooked so hard, they deleted it from their bio. And speaking of their bio, apparently they got the pronouns. Like I said, pattern. Some people may not like or understand the term tourist, but this is basically digital tourism. Think of it this way. What if this person went to Japan, you know, as an actual tourist, and visit the city of Osaka, one of the biggest cities in Japan, and in fact, one of the biggest cities in the world, being top 10. Millions of people ride the train and pass by Osaka Station. Millions of people have the potential to see this exact picture of Kashino in real life. And not just her, but the other Azur Lane ship girls as well. Would they just whip out their phone and rant about it on Twitter or make some stupid TikTok video? Who knows? Maybe they might graffiti the ad, throw some trash at the picture, or even glue their butts to the floor in protest. I don't know what they do, but one thing I do know is that no one would want them there. Trust me, I've been to Osaka Station plenty of times. These ads are huge. These people would have no balls, literally and figuratively, to do anything about them. But online, well, that's a different story. You got the classic art fixers. On top of the absolute disrespect of fixing artwork, well, they were talking about the male gaze and how only a male could approve this and all this type of BS. But when corrected about how the CEO of the company that publishes Azur Lane is an actual woman, instead of having any commentary or discussion or apologizing, they deleted their posts. Classic. Other than the tourists having the most brain-dead takes and essentially attacking Asian media, you got the normies, the casuals, you know, closely related. Check out this tweet. You can tell most of the replies only watch mainstream shonen stuff. The thing is, mainstream shonen is more of a surface level anime. And I'm not trying to be an elitist or anything like that, but it is what it is. A lot of people start off watching shonen like Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, etc., Bleach, mostly battle shonen to be honest. And then they might watch other types of anime later on. But these people, they stay in that shonen bubble. In fact, the battle shonen bubble, because it is what it is. And in staying with surface level anime, they got the surface level takes. They'll be reacting to this like, nah, this shit wild. Japan was crazy for this one. On God, for real, no alright, you get the point. Basically, they be echoing the same NPC-like comments, just this echo chamber. I guess they're young and trying to fit in or be popular or whatever, but it is what it is. This is the next generation of anime fans. And you can't really take these people's opinions seriously. Just take a look at this profile. Trans, autistic, this user is a minor. They literally say it themselves. Someone teach these men how boobs actually work. And then take a look at this comment. 13-year-old, autistic, trans, holy crap, you were groomed. Excuse me? What does all that have to do with this? Wait, they just asked another question and they're confused why. Blood didn't even deny it. She really has been groomed. Correction, it's he/him. Oh my goodness. You cannot make this up. 13 years old and all that stuff in your bio. Like, were you at 12 and just thinking, alright, I'm gonna start transitioning now? Okay, so perfectly honest, there's nothing wrong with trans people. They're perfectly valid. And even their age, that's perfectly valid. They're fine to be online, hopefully with parent supervision and being a responsible person online. But obviously that might not be the case. But the thing is, does lurking not exist anymore? I swear, when I was that age, if I saw something that was kind of outside my bubble, I would just keep scrolling, or, if you want to, you can go read the responses, form an opinion on yourself, and just move on with your day. Why do I feel like kids these days have the need to just comment on every single thing they see? This is just another day in the life of Azur Lane. They could be seeing a lot worse than this stuff online, so I don't know why they feel the need to just comment on everything, because that's just how the Twitter algorithm, and honestly any algorithm, is just going to spread it to other people within your similar bubble. And it's just going to keep happening and happening. Bringing it back to the tourist example of Osaka, Japan, what would this person do seeing this Kashino Azur Lane ad in real life? They're not just going to be like, someone teach these men how? They're most likely, they're just going to go talk to their parents in private and be like, oh, this is kind of weird. But that'd be the equivalent of like a DM on social media, a private message. But what they're doing, publicly announcing it to the world, is like them shouting across the whole train station at everyone walking by. But when in reality, they should just be waiting in line and then getting onto the train and going to the next station and moving on with their day. Now, it might seem like all the complaining is from these tourists from certain demographics, how do I put it, more left-leaning, liberal, leftists. But there are people from other backgrounds, although it seems like a lot less, that are also holding these opinions, such as this person over here, which seems like a very religious, traditional man, who is advocating for censorship. They posted this picture here, Guide to Censorship. Is it against my views? Yes, 1984. No, then it's based. Sorry, censorship is not based, no matter if you like it or don't like the media. I am all for freedom of expression in my media. And the thing is, if you want it censored, countries like China, which is actually the creator of Blue Archive, what is this thing called again? Blue Archive? Blue Lane? Azur Lane? God dang, all these Azure games are the same. But alright, in countries like China, it's literally censored. So I don't know about you, but I like my freedom of expression in my media. But hey, feel free to move over there if you want censorship that much. Here's my take. So advocating for censorship of any kind is just plain stupid in my opinion. People should be able to create whatever media they want to create, and it's up to regulatory bodies and the game's devs to put restrictions such as on the age, so that way kids don't get access to it. At the end of the day, it's up to parents to decide what their kids see or don't see, but obviously they can't control everything because otherwise they wouldn't be seeing this post on Twitter. So the best is just to raise the kids in a way that they have good etiquette, meaning they have good manners and whatnot, both offline, which would hopefully correlate to online as well. I mean, I definitely didn't have these types of problems online when I was growing up. Can't be that hard, right? And notice I didn't say anything about adults, because adults, they can consume whatever they want to consume. And the ones complaining and acting like absolute disrespectful tourists about this, hopefully they're all kids, because there's no way any logical adult would go out of their way and just comment on something that has absolutely nothing to do with them, right? Right? I mean, I'm on Japan Twitter and I don't see anything like this, so I'm assuming the ones from the West are all kids, right? Nah, who am I kidding? Some of these people are voting age. We're all screwed. Alright, so this is my first video. Well, not really my first video, but this will probably be going on a new channel if you know what I'm saying, but who's gonna be my first subscriber? Comment, like, subscribe, you know the drill. Peace.